So I'm in this one room in my house where everyone leaves the light on. The light is always on and I'm constantly turning it off so many times it's ridiculous. So I'm going to install this Lutron switch that has a motion sensor so it will automatically turn on when anyone enters the room, and then it will turn off about a minute after they leave the room. And of course you can adjust how long it takes to turn off after it stops sensing motion. So this is the old plain boring light switch, and I'm going to throw this puppy in right now. Now, I'm fairly new to installing light switches. I've done it twice. This is my third time. And these are the tools I'm using. So first of all, I have a voltage tester and a multimeter so I don't murder myself. A couple of screwdrivers, because you could never have too many screwdrivers. A wire cutter, these little wire twisty things. And most important, coffee. Now again, I'm not an electrician, I'm not licensed to be doing this, I'm not even sure if I should be doing this, and I'm definitely not going to recommend that you do it. But again, I don't want to kill myself, so I'm going to go outside and shut off the breaker. Alright, got the breaker off. Oh, let's get some light in here. Alright, there we go. Breaker's off. Let's get to it. Okay, so let's get in here. Take off this faceplate. Okay. Let's remove these screws. Okay, look at all these wires in there. Now, even though the power's off, the lights are off, it still doesn't hurt to test it out, just in case. Just touch everything, make sure nothing lights up in red. Good to go. Now, I actually like to consult ChatGPT, so I take pictures of everything inside here, and then I'm going to upload them to ChatGPT and see what it says about installation. Wow, my iPad has a lot of fingerprints on it. I'm installing a Lutron Maestro sensor switch with a motion sensor, and these are pictures of my current light switch which I'm removing with all the wiring, and a photo of the Maestro switch as well. Can you please advise me on how to wire it properly? I also have a multimeter if needed. And there we go. So what's great here, sorry about all the fingerprints, but it's basically identifying the wires on the Lutron I took a picture of, the wires that are inside the box that I just opened, and steps to install it. Okay, so now I turn the breaker back on because I need to test it. I'm using this multimeter from Klein tools. I got everything plugged in. I'm going to turn the dial to 200. Okay, hopefully you could get a better look here, but I'm going to touch the black to this bare copper wire right here, and then the red to the red. I'm getting nothing. Now I'm going to touch it to the black. You could touch the screw. Nothing also. Oh, wait, here it is. Alright, so this is my line. Alright, I'm not getting anything with this one. Yeah, so it's this one. That's the one I'm looking for. Okay, now I shut the breaker off again. Very important, you don't want to die. And it's funny because on the Lutron switch, it has two black wires, which I researched, and it doesn't matter which one you connect to the other black wire. So all that multimeter testing, I don't know if that really even mattered, since you can just connect either or. And look, the Maestro also came with its own little twisty thingies. All right, let's do this. All right, let's take the copper wire out. Damn, these are in there good, man. All right, forget this. I'm just snipping. Bye-bye. When all else fails, just snip. So this was the line, this was the load, I guess. And this is like a traveler wire that's going to be unused. Here's the bare copper wire. And back here we have the neutral. We do need to use the neutral wire as well. So I'm going to have to add it to here. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, we're just going to strip these wires. Nice. Let's zoom in. Gonna take the cap off of the neutral bundle, and I guess we could just bundle that in like that. Okay, so green's gonna go to the bare wire, the two blacks are gonna go to these blacks here, and then this weird looking one is gonna go to the neutral. Okay, so just gonna hold these side by side, put the cap on. Now let's twist it nice and good. Ah! Okay, now the other black. Do a little tug test. Yep, that's in there. Let's also take a minute to just cap off this red wire. Okay, make sure that's all safe. Okay, this is also going to go this way, so I want to make sure nothing's twisted up. I got lucky there. Okay, let's now attach the green wire to the bare copper wire. Tug test. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Just one final step. Okay, now I'm taking this big silver wire. I'm going to put it right next to that big bundle of neutral wires. Put the existing cap back on, which is a little bigger than the others. Twist that on, and that should be good. Okay, everything looks pretty good, but before I put it all back in, I'm going to flip the breaker switch back and test it. Okay, moment of truth here. Ah, it worked! Let there be light! Alright, so the light works, everything seems good, but this is important. I'm going to shut the breaker back off before I install it, because the very first time I tried to replace one of these, I was pushing everything in and holding the screwdriver and I got an electric shock. It was not fun. So I'm going to shut the breaker back off right now. Alright, now the power's off, I can safely put this back in. This part is always super annoying because you have to fit all of these wires into this box. It might be a good idea to remember which ones you pulled out first. Okay, so I finally finished jamming all those wires in there. That is my least favorite part of this whole process, is the jamming at the end. And it's not the good kind of jamming, like the Bob Marley kind. Right, let's put these screws back in. Okay, I'm gonna turn the breaker on and see if it detects my motion when I come through the door. Or maybe it'll just turn on, I'm not sure. Oh, it looked like it turned on. All right, let me give it a minute and see if it turns off. Hey, it came on. Awesome. So that was pretty easy. Now let's leave the room and see how long it takes to turn off. It should default at 1 minute. Huh, it didn't shut off. That's not cool. Let's try it one more time. Hey, love that. Right, let's see if it turns off again. Okay, so the light's not turning off for some reason. I don't know why that would be. Okay, this isn't working and it's a little upsetting. Let's see. Supposed to press this. Okay. Press and hold. Get a second blink. Okay, now it's in the mode and I press it once. Okay, that didn't work. What? Hey, it worked. It turned off. All right, you saw it. It automatically turned off and then it turned right back on when I came in. So that's it. I successfully installed the Lutron Maestro motion sensor switch. And now I don't have to worry about turning this damn light off ever again. So anyway, thanks so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like. I'm planning on doing a lot of smart home integration and automation. So if you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. And thanks so much for watching.